Welcome to So Very Easy. My name is Laura, and today we're going to make these quick and easy reversible bags. The bags are made so that they will fit over a doorknob, and it's a great little thing to have right by your front door to put your keys and your wallet in. Or you can put them in any door of the house, and it'll be a great storage for little things that you do not want to lose. Now, you do not have to reserve these just to doorknobs, because you could put them on a hook and bring them into any room of the house. They're quick and easy. Let's get started. Let's start with my favorite piece, which is the fabric. Today I've chosen this line from Timeless Treasure. It's called Tribeca, and I love all the colors because it can go for a masculine, and it can go for a feminine, and it can go for children. Another thing you're going to need is thread, because you're going to make buttonholes. So make sure you get a nice color thread to go with your fabric. So these bags are nice and stiff. They're soft, but they're still stiff so that they will hold the shape. And they get their shape from an interfacing. And that stiffness will give it so that it keeps this open shape so that when you throw your things in, it's easy to retrieve them back out. And this product is from Pellon. And it's fusible on one side, and it's almost like a piece of paper is what it feels like, a heavier piece of paper. So it's still bendable, but it will keep its shape. Now, because the bags are reversible, it is nice to have a high contrast. You could do them in the same color, but it's nice to have the contrast. And cut them both to 16.5-inch squares. Once the fabric has been cut, you need to cut it in half on the diagonal. Going corner to corner, cut it right in half. So now you have enough for 2 pockets. Now cut the interfacing a 1/2 inch smaller, so it's 16 inches square. And again, you're going to cut it on the diagonal, and you will have 2 triangles. After you've cut your interfacing in half down the center, I need you to trim off the corners. Just snip a little piece off, and do that to all the corners. And then take the interfacing, and you're going to fuse it on only one side and match up the squared sides. And you will notice that the side that you did that long cut in, there's a seam allowance that is exposed there. That's good, because that's just going to make things a lot easier when we get to the next stage. Place your 2 pieces together, right sides touching. And now you're going to sew them together, and you're going to sew all the way around, leaving an opening so that you can turn it right side out. Now on this side, you're actually going to use that line there as the seam guide, and then just stitch the 1/4 inch here. So you're going to start here, stitching, turn at the corner, go all the way up, turn at the corner, go down, turn again, and leave an opening here so that you can turn it right side out. And you can see the stitching is right along that edge, but I've sewn right over the interfacing on this other side. Now, because you cut off the ends, you will not actually have any interfacing right in that corner. And that's okay, because it's going to add less bulk in this area. Now on the corners, snip off that extra. So you're going to want to cut straight, but not cutting into the threads. And do that to your 3 corners. Now take it to the iron, and take the opening that you've left here, and take the fabric and iron it right up against that opening on both sides. By taking the seam allowances and folding them and ironing them against this edge, it's going to make it a lot easier to finish it. So now just turn it right side out and poke out your 3 corners. Now you can see already that this looks like it's closed because it has been pressed in that direction. And because you cut off that little piece of interfacing in the corner, there's not as much fabric and bulk in here, so you're able to get a nicer point. And give it a good press. Do not close this, because you're going to be able to close it and finish the bag all in one step. So to show you where the buttonhole goes, it's going to go in the corner here of the square, not in one of the cut corners. Leave yourself a little room up at the top and draw down a 2.5-inch buttonhole. And you need to do that big of a buttonhole. Now your machine will probably not have a buttonhole that big, and you will be able to override it and just do a very large buttonhole. If not, do a zigzag down one side anchor the top, do another zigzag, and anchor a top, because you want that very large buttonhole. So that very large buttonhole is done. And having that interfacing there will keep it nice and straight. The buttonhole's done. Well, the next part's really easy. You're going to fold the bag into 3. And you want each of these ends to meet up to the edge. So this end is going to meet to this edge. This point is going to meet up to this edge. And you're going to have all 3 layers here. And you're going to be able to just whip stitch this entire thing closed, catching all 3 layers. And by doing that, you're going to be able to close this opening up all at the same time. So make sure you get all 3 layers, including that opening. And well, you're done. And by hand closing the bags become reversible, and they're very easy to reverse. So the bags really were quick and easy. Now, before you actually put the buttonholes right on your bag, give it a test on a scrap piece of fabric first for your doorknob, because a lot of doorknobs are different sizes. The 2.5 inch seems to be a standard size that I have in my house, but well, yours might be a little different. So test those buttonholes first before you put it right on your bag. Now, you can put a little button to decorate the bag if you'd like. However, they will always hang nice and open so that it's very easy to put something in and it's very easy to take something out. Thank you for joining me today on Sew Very Easy. Feel free to subscribe, and as always, come on back. Let's see what we're sewing next time in the sewing room. Bye for now.